Good evening, everybody. Thanks for tuning in to Dumb TV. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button for brand new content. This your boy Gold Mouth Shorty. Let me get straight down to business. Make sure y'all smash that post notification bell button so you always be in the loop every time I drop a dope video. Today we finna talk about the feud between Jermaine Dupri and Hot Dollar. Well, Hot Dollar, he was born in Chicago, and he like to tell people he from Compton, but really he from Hattiesburg, Mississippi. You know what I mean? And that's pretty much the same place that Afro Man from in 17 Hall. But that's where he from. But he like to tell people he from Compton. Anyways, he got his record popping in L.A. You know what I mean? Because his family like to move around. His brother is Gorilla Black. And some well-known DJ named DJ Felly Fell was playing his record, and Jermaine Dupri happened to be in the city that night and heard the record, so he liked what he heard. Then he flew Hot Dollar out, and he signed him. And Hot Dollar didn't tell him that he had used a sample from Tupac on it, because the song was sampled by Tupac, and then they had a remix to it, and it had Rick Ross and Gucci Man. You know what I mean? So Jermaine Dupri ended up signing them to Island and Def Jam under So Def too. So that's how he got the features and stuff. But he was blowing up. You know what I mean? Streets on Lock went #1. And money was being made. So, Jermaine Dupri wanted to hook him up with Daz Dillinger. So they got to work together. And, that didn't work out because Jermaine Dupri said he was going to make Daz Dillinger a big star as a solo because, everything that Suge Knight said to him that he wanted to be a producer. So Jermaine Dupri had told Daz, come over and work for me and do some production, and I'm going to make you a big solo star. So them boys was working in the studio, and then he got into it with Game. He ended up putting out a diss record, dissing Game and Daz and Snoop Dogg. And he just really got blackballed because he got his advance. He spent it up, and then, he wanted some more money. And Jermaine Dupri was like, nah, man, you know what I mean? I gave you a tour. I gave you an album release party. I shot you a video. All you did was buy red monkeys. You put a couple goals in your mouth, got braids and stuff like that. You got jewelry and stuff. Because really, when Jermaine Dupri met him, he had gold in his mouth, but he had that country shit. So they were like, man, you ain't from Compton. You from down south. So he had to tell the truth because he was faking like he was from Compton. They were like, man, nigga, you ain't from Compton. So he was hanging out in Atlanta at the album release parties and club hopping, hitting the chicks, meeting all the freaks. He was hanging out with all the celebrities, but he was too much of a regular nigga. And, Atlanta was a big place for him, so he was out there moving around, got a little apartment, he spent up all his money. Then he got mad at everybody, and Jermaine Dupri, like, I ain't giving you no more money. You got to go handle the business. And there wasn't no more money because there wasn't no more good songs coming out. And it was like the New West thing crumbled. So he just went back dissing, and niggas started dissing him. They was like, bro, you ain't even from Cali. You can't be a part of the New West. And he was like, he was going to sue, but Jermaine Dupri just voided his contract and kicked him off the roster. And they ain't heard from him since 2011. He was dissing Daz and Game, but he said Jermaine Dupri didn't do him good. But he spent all his money and then reinvest. And nobody didn't want to do features with him, except his brother Gorilla Black. So he fell off. Peace. I'm out.